Alright everyone, welcome back again to another video. So yeah, nearing to the end of the month, like usual we have some deck and fight videos because I got it finally prepared. So this time first we're gonna check out my Liberators. There is three decks that I'm planning to showcase, which are, I think you probably kind of guessed it, Gold Paladins, Genesis, and Narukami, because I got quite a bunch, and like maybe not 100%, but I mean like I'll take 90%, 95 as long as the deck is good and playable. Yeah, so like I'm gonna play it. So let's just get Gold Paladins, and then also like it's near to the end of the season and I've grinded so little. My VP is only 400k. I'm really gonna grind quite a bit because one, the season end is about to come, the double VP. Second is just that because I need the packs for like next to open for next set. Yeah, and also do a video obviously. And yeah, so got some things to say, but I'll say it in the card fights later on. So for now, let's just get into the Gold Paladin deck profile. This is how my personal Gold Paladin deck profile is, like in the really good state. So I also forget that you can trade Fallon in the VB coupon, and I just did right now, like in the V coupon. So for the for the budget build, I should have had more Fallons, but I prefer, I could have taken a fourth Fallon over here, but I prefer 3 because some stuff I'll get into it in a bit. So first thing first, we run Wingal Liberator. I forgot that he has a really different skill compared to Ongu. So his old skill was you have to counter blast, and then you get the superior call blaster blade from your deck to the rear card circle, not to your hand. So they changed it to kind of balance him out. So it get nerfed and also got a buff, because he lost a counter blast cost, but he also cannot superior call the blaster blade. You have to like add it to your hand, which is kind of nice, kind of bad, depending on like during your situation. But I think it's good because for Zero, you usually don't want to call your Kratos too early on and top of that and stuff, because Kratos are really important. But then you can also set it up with Wingal. So I don't know. I think it's good, right? Because for personally, it's fine actually. It doesn't really hurt that much for the deck. So yeah, so Wingal Liberator as starter because one Liberator. So this deck is almost completely Liberator, I think. Yeah, actually all Liberators. This is my pure Liberators build, and I also over here I run 9 crits because I'll explain why it's safe to run 9 crits for my Gold Paladins. But you can also run like draws, crit stands, because this is one of the flexible decks that like Gold Paladin has always been since the release. Is that it's so flexible that you can run any triggers and it won't be that bad. Well, that's I'm spitting a lot, and that's specifically for like the TCG. Well no, I mean Zero, because the TCG you run crits mostly. So for the Zero, you can actually run stands, draws, crits like for Gold Paladins, but I think this is good for crits. If you run draws, it's also good, but I would say splice it with crits because you also actually draw a lot in this set. So in this deck, like from what I see, yeah. So we got 2 of the Josephus. So Josephus did gain skill, but he is only Liberator, so he's only Liberators, and but then his base power is 7,000, which is much better honestly. So Josephus, 2 Josephus, and also 4 marks, Liberator mark, because we use limit break, and then 3 Marons, 10k attackers. 10k attackers are always so useful honestly. Like they can swing at Kratos that your Kratos usually can't even swing. And then we have 4 Brunos, because Brunos is really good and he can stack in power. So this deck can stack a lot in power, and it's really useful because like since you're critting your opponent, they take more damage, and then when they take more damage, they have a higher chance of trigger, and also their power scales. So when you have stacked power, it doesn't matter anymore. Also remember that the break right only affects on your Vanguard, and then like you sometimes need your rear card to get stronger. So you have Bruno. And Bruno is really good because he's actually gonna be used for Legion, until Legion. So like it's a good card to pick up even in Bluish Flames. You're supposed to use him, I think. I'm not sure how much, but I'm sure you can run 4 copies if you want. But I don't know how it will be different in Zero, because yeah, Zero is different from TCG. And then we have 3 Blaster Liberators, because I would say don't run 4. 4 is not necessary because You can run 4. You actually even if you want, but then it won't be a advisable thing. I would run 2, but I just put 3 because it's just in case. Because Blaster Blade Liberator is really good because you don't really need a lot, because you can get it can be fetched by Vanguard Liberator. It can be fetched with Canceller, which Canceller also says if it's not in the deck, just add it from your drop zone, you know. So I would run 2, but then again there's also a chance that you draw into 1 and you damage into 1. So I run 3 just in case, because sometimes you break right with Canceller. If you get such a Blaster Blade, you get power, but then like you want to get your full potential, right? So like I add 3 Blaster Blades. I think this is a good number. 2 is also good, honestly. 2 or 3. 1 is dangerous. 4 is not necessary. And then I run 1 X-Scrat because I forgot that I already got 1 X-Scrat, but X-Scrat is not too important, I would say. You can run 2 to 3. I don't think 4 is 4 maybe, but I don't know. I feel like X-Scrat is just like, it's good that he can superior call, but he has to hit the Vanguard. I have a Vanguard with Liberators, so like that's not a problem. But then like call the top card. I've not always been a fan of calling the top card, because I would say you wanna check a few cards, because like sometimes like there's a thing like you check the top card and it's a trigger and you could have checked it on your Vanguard. So like that's like you know, it feels not that great. And also it's like I contemplate with Askrat and Alfred, because he calls the top card of the deck, but Alfred can't plus 2 to check the top 4 and got 1. So like it's depending on your situation, it's pretty good. If you like Askrat, you can run more if you want and drop some these dudes like this Great Researchers and Paladin. And yeah, so like if you want to do that, but I say 1 is enough, honestly. 2 would be good, but I want to save my material for next set. I think 1 is also good, because I don't really use him that much. On top of that, the early rush, you don't really have too much counterplays enemies, the power and stuff. So it's like it's 0 stuff. So 3, I run 3 Phalons because Phalons is really good 12k attackers. The power basically, it's just useful and strong. And then we have these guys. So I don't think usually people play this. So this guy is a Shine Spear Liberator, Rainet. He's like the budget deck. His skill is when attacks hit a Vanguard, you get the counter +1, look at the top 5 cards of the deck and add a creature or greater to your hand. So this is gonna be really good. Like this is like to say, it's not crazy good, but it's good because you might break and not carry your creature, and that would be bad because this is a break right deck and stuff. So you also need, maybe you need the creature to break right on top of him. Yeah. So that's pretty nice. That's like a backup if you really are in a bad situation. And then we have 4 Paladin 10k base, and then 4 Cancelots. And yeah, break right Cancelot. If you don't know his skill is when you roll the limit break 4, when you ride on top of him, your Vanguard gets 10k and 3 of your cards plus 5k. Then if you have a Vanguard, if you have a Vanguard, it's Liberator, basically all my cards. Add a Blaster Blade Liberator from your deck to your hand. If not, you add it from your drop zone. So to your hand, not to the deck. So that's pretty nice. And then we have Alfred. Let me break 4. When this unit attacks, it gets 2k for each of your Liberator, which is really strong in the old TCG. But like over here, the power scaling is not too good. That's why it's my heal. Second skill is counter +2 to look at the top 4 to call a Liberator, which is also can be good, can be not, because it's quite heavy. But then again, that depends on the situation, you know. So I also run Steel Spear Liberator Blue Bears because he can be really nice. I don't really want to run Ezel. If you ask, like you can run Ezel. I think you can break right with Ezel, but your deck would be a hybrid, and I would say it's dangerous because mine is like a pure Liberator. So it would be good depending on your build, but then I prefer like to have pure Liberators for some reason. Like it's just my own preference. And then Blue Bears is good when rolled upon counter +1, you get 10k from the break right, and also you get to call 2 cards from the top of your deck. The call 2 cards is really good if you're in a bad situation, but requires setting up also because you have to like ride him. So like, and then this unit when attacks plus 3k. So but then there's this card who is actually really good and will like help you in tough cases. Awakening Liberator Fleet. His skill is when placed, you get the counter +1. When placed on very limit break 4, you get the counter +1 and call 2 cards from the top of the deck. So this is really good. Just like the I really like to run Fleet as a backup. Like if you're in a bad situation, I run 2. I say this is a good like how it's supposed to be. If you need more, if you don't have enough cancelos or offred, just replace it with Liberators and the Freeds, and yeah. So Liberator, like the budget deck, you can also have the option of like calling up to 4 cards for 2 counter plus with the Liberators and Freed combo, which requires setting up, but it might catch your opponent off guard, depending if like because Freed is not how do I say it, like Freed is not crazy used, like not, since he's not a triple rare and double rare, sometimes people overlook him, you know. So but then also like really good because like sometimes that if you're fighting a control deck, you can just like, oh, you wipe my old board, counter blast 2, you break right, counter blast 2, call 4. that's like really good. So let's just get into a fight, and yeah. Alright, card fighters, let's get into it again. Yeah, so basically 2 times we've been playing, two games so far we played, and both of them were BB farmers. So well, as I was saying before I said that in a few weeks, like in the first next, like my exams are ending tomorrow, which is really nice, and I will have the winter break basically, yeah, and also the whole December until January I will have classes. Okay, to fighting Spec Brothers, that's really interesting because Spec Brothers, honestly, also Spec Brothers have been really bad like with me. Like I've gotten rotten luck at the start, but let's just say me and my brother roll some for some gacha, also for the SP medals. So I have less specs for next set. Hopefully I can get some more. Oh, I need break right, so I need to write this later. So yeah, and then we rolled and we got really lucky, insanely lucky. And I love it. We're back with the luck stick, and then also. So back to the topic where I say I was about to leave. Yeah, I will be like having a holiday with my family for on December 6th or 5th, depending which, I forgot which date, but then like for almost a week. So I won't be able to do some live stream of it because since I record on my PC, I can't bring it along obviously. And what I could do, I could prepare some zero videos, maybe other videos also if I might, if something crazy happened, like I decided to make a video. Would you guys like to watch Genshin Impact? But I don't have it, like I don't know how. I'm playing off phone. I do have a PC. I don't know. Maybe I'll just may either prepare videos or I might not make videos. So if whichever happens, I'll be gone. So like only maybe on Instagram I'll be a little bit active because I also have Instagram now. If you want to check it out, it's on the on my about page. And yeah, so but Instagram, and also I'll be watching, I'll reading your comments, but then like, other than that I'll be like off. Also, but also actually no, my luck has been in game and online is not that great, but in the TCG I pulled an SP back. That's insane. And like this one, I wasn't planning for an SP back. The only thing oh, wow, that was an SP. That's a nice SP. I was expecting to get at least 2 PRs. That's I would be satisfied with that. And I suddenly pulled an SP back. Jeez, man. Jeez. It's all Great Nature, and I don't know how to feel because I don't play Great Nature. Not a crazy fan of Great Nature also. That's a regret because it's still gonna hit. So the good thing is that if when I run crits, I don't get afraid to overdraw. So don't to worry too much. That's a PG. I would have locked it in my hand. So it's actually, I don't mind calling this the rear card. I wish I had boosters. Alright, Plastic Blade. I won't use any skills for now. I don't need to pop the back row. Call this down, then I'll call this down because I'd have no use for him anymore with the creatures in my hand. Swing? I think swing. I think it's better to swing at the rear card, my rear card to the face. But if they don't check a trigger, I can crit them. Risky though, because if they get a trigger, I would waste a crit. So let's just try it. I don't really have a booster. I'll try to pressure them. Oh, Marilyn. Will I be punished for this? Let's check it out. I guess not. I won't be punished at all. If I pull a crit, I would be gifted. Okay, no, I am not punished honestly. So like, luckily, yeah, I called for intercepts, which is yeah, because next time also I can call to intercepts. Then I have who's this? Galatines? Wait, no. Cancel, and then I have break right with 3, so I can fill the port again, possibly with great ones also. This is the scary, this bad enemy character and the other great. Whoops, accidentally did that again. So also next set what we'll be getting quite a wait, it's a little bit laggy. Alright, I think I should. So next set also we're getting some interesting stuff actually, because I'm not really specifically anything like I'm really hyped for. No, not really honestly. Like we're getting Angel Feathers, Celestials, we're getting Jewel Knights, Royal Paladins, Genesis, Oracle Think Tank will be getting Maguses, and we also have Bermuda Prisms. So I would play what I will play, what I get I mean. But then other than that, not much crazy excited to be honest. Like, don't have a backstory with anything. That kind of situation. Ooh, wait, it's not good. Okay, I'll run into this. I'll pop. Or what should I even pop? I'll pop this actually. This can be scary because he can allow multi-attacking. So I'll pop him actually. I want to use the counter blast for now because it's like I can, before I heal trigger, I should have popped with a blaster blade skill with my right blasting blade, right? But it's fine. Yep, I knew what your strategy. I know that card is deadly because I almost lost to that card once. And like, yeah, actually there's a chance that my opponent's just like, he's just like bluffing. Whoa, this is bad. But he has another copy in his deck on hand. Put a crit, please. Not another swing and turn. Oh no, bruh. Now I'm gonna heal. No triggers at all. Ah, that's his another copy. That's good. That card can be annoying because if you check the trigger, you get those multi-attack. But then he needs a trigger. But then he also has a lot, so like, I think it's a bad. It was not the bad play, but no, also like, I don't know. I think it's a best case for now actually. Let's see what he does. No, he's break right. He has Juggernaut. Oh, I don't think he has. I don't think he has the 30 Emperor. I think he just drew the grade 2 with just like Juggernaut. That's why I was like waiting, but then he also skipped it so quickly. They probably expected that he didn't get any grade 3, but then he also. I'm not sure actually. Alright, next turn I can't even break right now. That's not a good thing. And I can't even lose if there is time for me to lose. So I think it's a good option for me to actually aim at the Juggernaut maximum to try and kill it. And for oh wait, I have Paladin, so I don't know. The risky thing is that if he actually has 30 Emperor and I give him break right, I have a high chance of dying. Or even if not, well, Great Catapult is not that crazy. So, I don't know. Let's see. Swing in my Vanguard. Let's see if we can pull a crit. My hand is not that good. He's also like, I don't think his hand says what you want, what optimal are not optimal. Even if he got the Emperor Sister, I don't think he can only call cards on. Oh my god, that's another copy of the Great One. So, it's like even if he gets the Dirty Emperor, he won't move the attack because of the number of cards in his hand. He has only 3. And now that his board is down to 1 card, no way he's like Dirty Emperor. I don't think he even is gonna even consider it. Honestly, I wouldn't have called the Juggernaut too early. I would have moved on Reckless Express, get the Soul Blast. But then also you can lose a great one which you need for the Dirty Emperor. Spike Burst is really complicated. He is? He's gonna do it? Was that even a good thing though? He can pull it off. He 100% can pull it off. But it's a really risky thing, and it's like this man's mad. That's 2 PGs. You could have survived. You choose to. What is this man doing? What is this man actually doing? If I don't attack a trigger, I will lose. Okay. Oh no, he is dead now because I can do a free turn. Oh yeah, Spike Brothers is really scary. Okay, he's dead. He's dead. He's no way surviving. He is no way surviving my final attacks. But there is a chance he can pull triggers. Spike Brothers is really good, but I think the problem of Spike Brothers is that like since you're using Paladin character, you're extra slow in rushing your opponent. So you have to rush your opponent quite early. Even if he calls a lot of cards, you can just pop the front row with Blasting Blade. Oh, I just realized. I just had the realization if I didn't pull the trigger, I would have died actually. I would have actually died. So I got a little bit confident. I thought. I don't think I should say it. I mean, like I got really lucky. So let's see. So this is the break ride that I actually got. Also, the good thing is that Freed and Alfred skills both activate at the same time. So you can use Freed skill to call 2 cards on top of your deck, and then have those cards get power. I'm gonna call it differently because so the powers get spread out into 2 columns. Also, if you're confused by Bruno's game power, he gains power 3k for each time you super call a card, another card than him, to the recard circle from a skill. So it gains power. It was a. I got Blasting Blade, right? So this is a good thing. Also, Blasting Blade can just pop recard from those. Have always been so good to pop, but then like extra good in 0 because of the intercept mechanic. So let's finish that off. This man, you're good at what? Wait, watermelon splitting. Okay, I'm gonna kill him with Blaster Blade. If we check the heal, I need a crit here. If we check the heal, I need a crit. He does have 4 heals. Oh wow, he did play good. I think the rushing was not a good idea, honestly. What he could have done is that instead of killing me, what he could have done is that he kept his PGs, still break right, but then the only thing he did is that move his Reckless Express front, swing with rear, then use and then you put Reckless Express back, then you use the Emperor just to call 2 intercepts. But then after the 2 intercepts, just leave it like that, and then he's completely safe. He has no chance of dying, and next time you can just kill me. I don't know why he didn't think that and just wanted to go like to act cool and just like end the game there. He would have won, and that's why Spike Brothers is dead. It's really strong, and the multi-attacking, and on top of that with multi-attacking, then we have Bat and Dagger, which basically says your multi-attacking actually can hit. That's basically Bat and Dagger. That's why it's so good. So yeah, my VP is really low, so hopefully at the end of season I can grind a bit. So yeah, basically showcase you that the deck in the fight. So the deck is really good, but then also like since you're running crits, remember that you don't have PGs that often. So if you want to be safe, you run 5 draws 4 crits or 4 draws 5 crits. As long as you run draws, you have a higher chance of getting those PGs into your hand. But I like to live life on the high end, and just that sounded more dramatic than I meant it to be. So I just like messing around. So like I don't focus on winning. So like pulling crits is very nice. It feels. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Comment down below on your thoughts of the deck profile or the fight before. And that's pretty much it. So don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. And hopefully during the weekend, during the holidays, I will still make videos. I will make videos after the 1 week trip. So I'm not quitting YouTube. Relax. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like if you enjoyed this video again. That's it for me today. You can check out my other videos if you want to. But that's pretty much it. Don't forget to check out my pack opening also. I'm gonna leave a card here. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.